Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets Today on Business Today. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this show, I'm going to be giving you an entire opening action of the D Street today. Well, the opening bell struck green this time around on Tuesday, following the mixed global cues that the markets were getting and some of the positive cues coming in from Asia. Remember, the Wall Street was closed overnight on Monday on Martin Luther King holiday, and that is why the US markets have not given us any cues. It's the Asian markets that's given us cues. At the opening level, Sensex was up 117 odd points or 0.19% higher, and 61,426 was the level at which we saw Sensex opening. The Nifty was also up by 35 odd points or 0.19% higher at 18,343, and also about 1,555 shares were advancing in the opening bell, whereas we saw about 472 shares declining and 105 shares remain unchanged at the opening action. Now, when we talk about the sectors, barring the auto sector that was the top gainer yesterday and seeing some profit booking in the early opening action today, barring the auto index, the rest all of the sectors are still trading in the green. The broader markets are doing better than the benchmarks at this point in time, and the Nifty bank is also inched higher, giving some kind of a relief because the banks were not participating for the last one or two odd trading sessions. So banks coming back in flavor, of course, on the back of a whole host of expectations from the earnings from this space. Banks and financial services will be in focus in today's trading session as well. Now, when we talk about some of the other triggers, FIs remain net sellers. Even in yesterday's trading session, 855 crore rupees worth of Indian shares were sold by the FIs in the markets. Also, DIs continue to support with 115 odd crore rupees of shares as well. Now, when you talk about the results today, that will be the focus in today's trading session. Clearly, Bajaj Finance will be on top of your radar. ICICI Prudential Life also will be coming out with its earnings. L&T Technology, another big company to be reporting its earnings. ICICI Securities, Tata Elxsi has been in momentum ahead of its earnings, and even today it will be reporting its earnings. Anup Engineering, DCM Shriram, Dent Networks, also EKI Energy Services, Just Dial, Jyoti Structures, Network 18 Media, Newgen Software, Ramakrishna Forgings, Shakti Pump, Star Housing Finance, Trident. All of these will be important to track in terms of the numbers being reported today. Another factor that you need to keep in mind is that the oil prices are now kind of rising. On Monday, also, they rose with investors betting that the global supply will remain tight, although restraint by major producers was partially offset by a rise in Libyan output. Now, Brent crude also settled higher by 0.5% at 86.48 per barrel. So keep that in mind. The oil prices are rising. On the back of that, the oil producing companies or the upstream companies like ONGC, they have been rising. That's already up about 18% in this entire month so far. So phenomenal run that right there. And ONGC is still higher in today's trading session too. A whole host of other stocks will also be in focus because of the news flows and the earnings they have reported, and on they're on top of brokerage houses radar as well. Let's quickly talk about all of these stocks also. Vikas Ecotech is definitely in focus today because the company has reported higher profit. Although it's a small company, 3.5 crore rupees is what its profit is, as again just zero point zero 0.01 crore rupees in Q3 of FY21. So keep that in mind. Angel One, another company that you need to focus on. The company has reported a sharply higher profit of 164 odd crore rupees in Q3, as against 73 crore rupees in last year. Quarter three as well. The revenue has also surged to 597 odd crore rupees from 306 crore rupees on a year-on-year basis. So a very strong jump on the revenue front. Keep that stock in mind as well. HFCL will again be in focus today. The company has reported a lower consolidated profit of 81 odd crore rupees as against 85 crore rupees on a year-on-year basis. The revenue has also slipped to 1215 odd crore rupees from 1277 odd crore rupees. On a year-on-year basis. So this stock will be showing some kind of a negative move. Apart from this, brokerage houses are betting big on Ultratech Cement right after earnings yesterday. Goldman Sachs has maintained a buy rating on Ultratech with a target price of 9,000 rupees. The cement maker's quarter three earnings were in line with estimates. However, the near-term outlook was mixed according to the brokerage, and which is why perhaps you're seeing Ultratech Cement seeing some profit booking taking place right in the early action. Now, Nomura has retained a buy rating on Tech Mahindra with a target price of 2220, and the acquisition that the company has announced will definitely bolster the company's insurance portfolio significantly according to the brokerage, and which is why Tech Mahindra is showing some positive ticks right in the early action in today's trading session. Bajaj Finance definitely will be the top company that will be reporting its earnings. It has always given, investors a whole lot of good returns on the stock, or as well as performed well on the earnings front. It is expected to report an 81% profit growth this time around, and there is an expectation of the net interest income to come around 4,900 odd crore rupees. Also, a net profit of about 2,000 odd crore rupees is something that has been estimated by the street. So keep those numbers in mind, and if it comes in line or beats it, then definitely Bajaj Finance is likely to inch higher in today's trading session as well. When I told you about the stock markets, of course, all the sectors barring auto in the green right now in terms of the top gainers and the losers. You do have Sun Pharma, ITC, BPCL, Tech Mahindra as the top gainers. On the flip side, Aisha Motors, Ultratech Cement, and Maruti are some of the losers in today's trading session, as far as the technical experts' opinion goes about the markets. On the technical front, they believe the key resistance for the Nifty will remain 18,340 now, followed by 18,380, and on the downside, 18,250, followed by 18,190 can act as a strong support. The key resistance, however, they are talking about for the bank Nifty would be 38,500 at this point in time. So definitely keep that level in mind as far as if you're trading on these indices, Nifty and the Nifty Bank. Underlying trend still remains bullish, and a whole lot of focus will be on the earnings, and the markets will be keeping on getting these triggers right from individual stocks. So those will matter in the days to come, right ahead of the budget too. We'll keep you posted with all the developments in the world of business. So do stay tuned with us on Business Today. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and stick with us via social media handles, that's Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Many thanks for tuning in for now.